Dobrodošli u još jedan Let's Play. Moje ime je Marko i igrat ćemo Thomas was alone. Trenutno ne znam kako se izgovara baš njegovo ime, pa ćemo otići u credits i pokazat kako se zove. Znači, creator je Mike Bithell. Ja mislim da se tako zove. I ovo su svi oni ostali ljudi koji su to napravili. Ali, ajmo započeti igru. Igru nisam niti taknuo. Znači, kliknuo sam, a samo da vidim da li se može snimati. To je to. It was a massive flop. Coders started adding name strings to the A's as a joke. Thomas 1823-6.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
Ima lijep glas. Mogu reći da je poprilično kasno, tako ako je, pošto je indie puzzle game, vidjet ćemo kako će moj mozak funkcionirati. Znači, whoop. Pa, prosto.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling.
Kao on može
He was as good at
absorb,
falling
odmah
as he
padne
was
dole.
observe.
Mislim da neću prilično, da neću pričat puno tijekom ove igre. M je opuštajuća, M imate ta naracija, taj narrator guy, baš onak ima lijep glas, pa ću ga pustiti da priča.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block.
Znači space.
Damn it, think.
Opa.
What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump. A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Whoop. Movement keys, znači move i space. Opa. Super. Idemo dalje.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
Mislim da ću odmah crknut odmah u početku.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might or might not be important.
Okay.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him.
Jump.
He wondered why.
Jump.
Was the world testing him?
Super.
No.
Ok, za sad mi ovo ide. Ćemo vidjeti kasnije kako će to biti. Ovo je tek 0,8. Smo došli do prvog
Something
stage.
about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water.
Ok. To je igrica. Rekla da umrem. Kao da nas nauči.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Ajde Thomas, you can do it. Možeš ti to. Samo ti daj. Opa. Bravo. Bravo Thomas. Muzika mi je Aš. Muzika mi je zbilja posebna, zbilja opuštajuća. I nekako vam mogu reći da mi je trebala takva muzika. Pogotovo sad kada igram u, ne znam koliko, 2-3 u noć. Super.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him.
Ne.
He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he's become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving.
Ovo je zabavno, mogu reći.
He just wished he had someone to share it.
I animacije su toliko jednostavne, ali toliko, ne znam, baš je lijepa igra. Iako je simplistična, lijepa je. Što je neki mali cutscene? Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Znači Q je za scroll. Ovo ne može skočiti. Super. Okay.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually. Not technically graceful. With the wrong word, but you know, fine. What was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place?
Save. I sada bi trebali, znači on se popne na njega, ovaj dođe tu, jer mogu skočiti s njim, ne mogu, ne može skakati, ali dovoljno da ok, sada ti još, ovaj ne može skočiti, ok, skužio se, znači se tak ide, jedan drugom treba pomagati. I pada. Thomas was alone. Okay. Ajde Thomas.
Okay. This was more like it. A glowy white thing.
Aha, onda, ali ovaj onda ne može proći, ok?
Which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
Aha, sve manje.
Grace. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously. This made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Alright. Super.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
tebi. Uopće nisam gledao. Ok, znači... Ajde ti. Ne. Oba. Oba. Ne. Opa. Bravo. Dobro. Stane usred zraka. Tako teško odrediti. Čim pustim tip, kod mu padne dole. Vidite. Baš se treba naviknuti. Ne. To se držati. Ne. Ne mogu vjerovati. Ok. Super. Ok, stat ćemo sad na ovaj 1,5 ćemo stat.
He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
Ok, sad ćemo tu stati. I hvala vam. Pridružite nam se na part 2.